Currently in America, the wealth of a typical white family is $171,000. But what would you think it is for a typical black family?
95,000.
80,000?
Less than 100,000.
35,000.
Maybe 100?
Unfortunately, it's actually only $17,400.
Are you serious?
I'm absolutely serious.
That one person?
That's the family.
Oh no. Clearly shocked. That's such a huge difference.
I have no question that there's systemic issues at work here.
Of course, it's a systemic issue, right?
America freed the slaves in 1863 through the Emancipation Proclamation of Abraham Lincoln, but gave the slaves no land or nothing in reality, and as a matter of fact, to get started on. At the same time, America was giving away millions of acres of land in the West and the Midwest, which meant that there was a willingness to give the white peasants from Europe an economic base.
In 1968, the typical black family had 1/6 as much wealth as the typical white family. Now it is 1/10. We have gone backwards since the civil rights era.
Especially with a lot of minority families, higher education becomes a huge debt because we realize the importance of going to college in order to advance, to have a better life, a better career, but a lot of times don't have the money readily at hand or haven't planned for that.
America needs policies that directly address this egregious inequality of wealth, and not just for black people. The typical Hispanic family only has a wealth of $20,900, so this is a minority issue.
Just to hear that number, there's something wrong we need to fix.
I believe very much that we need to take a multi-directional answer to this, both in terms of policy, in terms of heart, in terms of culture, in terms of education.
And when these policies are put into place, there will be people on the opposing side who are going to say that this is not fair, that this is America showing favoritism to minorities. But hear me, righting generations-old wrongs is not favoritism, it is righteousness. And if we would like to make America great, then we must pursue righteousness.
I believe we ought to do all we can and seek to lift ourselves by our own bootstraps, but it's a cruel jest to say to a bootless man that he ought to lift himself by his own bootstraps. And many Negroes, by the thousands and millions, have been left bootless as a result of all of these years of oppression and as a result of a society that deliberately made his color a stigma and something worthless and degrading.